can tell it's later in the day. The first class, not a peep, everybody's asleep. Second
Yes.
class, a little more movement. Oh, now they're really coming alive.
Right, and there've been more questions too.
Oh, see,
which
they're
is
alive
good.
now. Okay.
All right. Well, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Betsy Stull. I'm the Running Start Coordinator based at the Manchester campus of New Hampshire Community Technical College. And my colleague is Kathleen Totten, who works at the Stratham campus of New Hampshire Community Technical College. She's here helping me out today because we have several courses that were approved at the Stratham campus, and that's where those students that choose to register will find their credits. And everybody else, though, will be working through me at the Manchester campus, because Manchester services the Londonderry High School campus. All right, and we're here today to go over the Running Start program, give you some pointers, some tips. It'll be a great opportunity for you to ask questions. Kathleen is going to go through part of the PowerPoint, and then I'll go through another section as well. Please also make sure you share the materials that you received with your family. Everybody received a letter. It is to your parents and to you, and it gives a nice overview of the program. It lists all of the courses that are available for college credit through the Running Start program this semester at Londonderry High School. It gives the cost and it gives the deadline. You also received a registration form. For those of you who are enrolling in Manchester courses, please use the Manchester form. And for those of you who are enrolling in Cisco or the IT Essentials courses, you will need to use the Stratham form. Okay? And the brochure also gives some additional information about colleges that have accepted the credit. So again, please share that information with your family. All right, and I'm going to let Kathy get started, and go ahead.
Okay, the first thing you probably want to know is, what is Running Start? Some of you, how many of you have heard this already? How many have been here? Oh boy, well, you can sleep. What is Project Running Start? Well, it is simply the name of New Hampshire Community College's dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment program. It's just a name that we have given it, okay? It really is our concurrent enrollment program. Now, what does concurrent enrollment mean? That means like 2 for the price of 1. You are going to get high school credit for your courses, courtesy of the taxpayers. For doing the same work at the same time in the same building with the same teacher, you can also, if you so choose, get college credit. Okay? The difference is that with the college credit, you do have to pay a tuition. Right? It's totally optional. If you so choose, you don't have to register for the college course. You still stay in your high school class. You still get your high school credit, and everything's wonderful. However, if you choose not to do this now, you may not do it retroactively. In other words, you cannot decide at the end of the school year, once you get an A in the course, that, oh gee, I didn't know I was going to do so well. I think I'll call up Mrs. Stull or Mrs. Totten and see if I can send a check for $100 and get the college credit. That's not the way it works, unfortunately. You really need to register the course. Typically, we like to register the students right at the beginning of September, but because we have so many courses going all over the state, that's just not humanly possible. So it's now almost the middle of October, and we're just now getting to you folks. So, but as far as we're concerned, it's still the beginning of the school year, and you need to register now if you would like to get the college credit. Now, why should you do this? What are the benefits to you? Well, the first thing is it saves you money, or that's probably maybe more valuable to your parents. But as I mentioned, the tuition, there is tuition involved, but it's at a much, much reduced rate. We are currently, at the community college system, the cost is $174 per credit. And we are very fortunate that we are still able to offer our courses to high school students in this program for the cost of $100 per course. So that's less than 1 credit, the cost of 1 credit if you took these courses on our campuses. And some of these courses are 4 credits. So you can imagine the savings there. I think the calculus students in here, that's a 4 credit course, okay? And you're good at math, right? Because you're in calculus. So 4 times 174 is what? A lot.
700.
Over $700. So somewhere between $700 and $800. So that's, you're saving, $600 plus. That's on 1 course. Brian in here?
Yeah.
Brian, tell us about how many courses you're taking.
I'm taking 3 this year. I took 1 last year. I took 1 over the summer.
Okay, so you will have taken 5 courses by the time you graduate to the tune of $500.
Yeah.
So, and how much would that have cost at BC or wherever you're planning on going? A full semester?
I don't know, like 35 grand.
About 15,000 at least, yeah. So, you save quite a bit of money, and you have a great now track record, and you'll be able to put all those college courses on your college applications, which will be very impressive when you are applying for colleges as well. So, thanks for sharing that with us, because I think that's a great story. It also saves you time. I mean, now with Brian having taken all these classes, he might be able to either sleep in if he wants, or move on to some higher level courses when he's in college. So it saves you some time. You can get some of these introductory level courses out of the way while you're in high school. It also gives you a chance to experience college. Okay, these are real college courses. They aren't courses that we made up for high school kids. They're real college courses that you are taking. Okay, so they're not that easy, and there's work involved, and it allows you to experience what that means to do college level work, and it proves you can do it. Hopefully this will give you confidence to move on to the next step in your academic and educational career. Okay, first this is where I give my little commercial. Mentioned that we are at $174 per credit at the community colleges in New Hampshire. We're expensive, but you know what? We're still the least expensive in the state of New Hampshire. So we are an excellent education, we have a good value for the dollar, and there are lots of opportunities. We have all kinds of programs at all of our campuses throughout the state, and we have lots of very bright young people who come to us. We don't have the fancy dorms, and we don't have a big football stadium, but it's a really good education. We have a lot of students who come to us for 2 years, get an associate's degree, and move right on to UNH or other 4-year institutions to go on and get their 4-year degree. So just something to think about. You do certainly, although we would love to have you come and visit us, if you register for a college course through Project Running Start, you are in no way need to come to our campus. We'd love to have you, but you certainly don't have to do it, okay? So we'd love to have you, as I mentioned, but probably a lot of you are moving on, going to go on to other colleges and universities. So that becomes then, well, what are you going to do with these credits from the community college? Well, you are going to try to transfer them from our institution to wherever you are. We've had very good luck with students transferring our credits. If you look inside that brochure, there's a list of colleges and universities that we know of where students have been very successful in transferring our credits. We only know this because students, we ask them to fill out a survey after they've graduated from college. After they graduated from high school. And so we only get about a 15% response rate. So we don't know exactly where everybody is, but we have a good sampling. So there's a list there, and I just want to emphasize that it's a partial list because we don't know where everybody is or whether they were able to transfer their credits. So we've had good luck, but I just want to make sure that you understand that there are no guarantees, okay? I can't guarantee that you will be able to transfer your credits. It's totally up to the institution that you are attending, not up to us. It depends on a lot of things. Number one, it depends on your grade. You must get at least a C, and a C minus will not even transfer within our community college system. So at least a C. A's and B's are better, especially if you're going out of state. Your major. A lot of times, colleges will not allow you to transfer in a course in your major. They might, though, give you elective credit for that particular course. So that's one less elective that you would have to take. We are finding more and more that students are being asked to produce their college course syllabus in order for the institution to make their decision about whether or not they will let you transfer in the credit. So I strongly urge you to save your college syllabus, not your high school syllabus, your college syllabus. Your teachers have been all required to submit their college course syllabus to our campuses as they went through course approval. So they should have that, and they should be able to provide you with it. We also have what we call course content outlines. that are kind of an outline of every course that we offer at our college. And some colleges might ask for that, and you can just email me or Betsy, and we can get that to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn it over to Betsy.
Alrighty. Thanks, Kathy. Well, you all received a registration form. This is really important because this is what enables you to register through the college and earn the college credit. And if you like, you can fill this out now. It in no way commits you to the course or to coming to the community college, all right? In fact, you're going to be given 2 weeks to bring this back to your teacher. So this form, you need to have your grade level. The social security number is optional. If you choose not to give us the number, what we will do is generate a number for you, and that number will be used later on to access your grades or your transcript. You can always call our registrar if you don't know what the number is. Your name should be your complete name. If you have a middle initial, please give us that, because we have so many students in our database. You may think your name is unique, but there may be other students with the same name, okay? And please write legibly your complete address, home phone number, and on the right-hand side there, under the 2 figures, the term is important. For those of you who are in the accounting, that's a year-long course, correct? You'll need to circle the year-long. And for those of you who are in the, is this the Cisco classes here, or the hardware repair? Okay, is that a year-long course? Okay, 1 semester, so those folks will need to circle fall 2007 on the Stratum registration form, okay? Now, as far as course numbers and sections go, well, we're going to go through those with you, and also if you forget, they're on the letter that you received, okay? So all the titles are there. This semester, we're offering accounting with Karen Young. So if you are in that class, you're going to need to put ACCT 113 in box number 1 with the official college name and the credits. And let's see, what else do we have here during this period? Okay, calculus.
Well, let's go to,
Should we go through all of the courses?
well, I was going to, in order here, land technologies, I'm sorry, IT Essentials 1. Mr. Downey students, where are you? Okay, your class is IST 113. The name of the course is IT Essentials 1, and it's 3 credits.
Okay, and a course that was approved this year is the Math 204, the Calculus 1 with Rachel Small. So if we have any students in that class, if you wish, you can put Math 204 in box number 1, and the same goes for the college physics. I don't think we have any college physics people here. We had them in the previous sessions, all right? And these are the other classes that we're offering, Principles of Marketing. They'll be visiting these sessions later, and we also have Photography 1. I think we have about 12 courses this semester. Okay, what's the cost of Running Start tuition? Well, Kathy mentioned that it is $100 per course, plus books and supplies if not provided by the high school. However, most high schools like Londonderry are providing the books, so that's another savings to you. Most college textbooks, particularly the hardcover science and math books, will run anywhere from $100 and up. So that's a huge savings to you. The Running Start tuition rate has not changed since the beginning of the project, while the community college system tuition rate has increased approximately 63%. You're going to find most college tuitions today go up every year or every other year. But the Running Start tuition since 1999 has been held to $100, so that benefits you. We have scholarships this year, and courtesy of Governor Lynch and the state legislature, we have a special Running Start scholarship for any students in need. So if you would like to apply for this scholarship, you are welcome to come up after the session and pick up an application. You can see your teacher, or you can go to Mrs. Malley. There'll be extra forms there. Now, in the last class, one of the teachers asked, what does need mean? Well, we do have a qualifying statement. Scholarship applicants must be economically disadvantaged, eligible for the federal free and reduced lunch program, or currently receiving other forms of financial assistance. So you should not apply for the scholarship unless you have a clear financial need. Now, what you're going to need to do is, if you do decide to apply for one of these scholarships, you're going to need to fill out the top part with just your name, your address, phone number, email address, your high school, the name of the course, okay? So if you're in the calculus, you'll need to put that down. The partnering college, calculus is partnered with Manchester. And then you're going to need to sign this and date it. And then you will then have to find somebody at Londonderry High School, either a teacher, but more likely a guidance counselor, or an administrator, like an assistant principal, to verify that you are a student in need. They will need to sign this and date it. And you are welcome to put this signed and completed application in an envelope and then attach it to your registration form, okay? So it will be like payment, all right? And then when I get these, or Kathy gets them around October 30th, they will be sent to Concord where they will be processed. I understand there is a substantial amount of scholarship money available. Most students that apply will be notified in probably November if they got the award. But again, please do not apply for this unless you really need it, or else the funds will be depleted, okay? You do not need to write an essay. You don't have to put down any kind of a personal statement. It's about the easiest scholarship application you could ever apply for. So I hope you'll consider that, all right? So extra forms will be up on the table here. Okay. What else can we tell you? Registration deadline. You're going to give your completed registration form with your check made out to NHCTC, stapled to the bottom right-hand corner, and you're going to need to give that to your teacher. All right, so this registration form that you received will need a check or money order attached, okay? And again, please give that to your teacher. If you are a scholarship applicant, again, just attach the application to the back. All right, so you have about 2 weeks to think about this. The community college system of New Hampshire has 7 campuses, and you will need to remember where your credits are. So for those of you who have taken several courses, let's say you've taken Project Lead the Way. That is a course that is based in Concord. You'll need to get your credits from Concord, so you'll need to request your transcript from them. Stratum will need to be contacted if you're a Cisco student or if you're taking the IT Essentials courses. And everybody else will simply go through Manchester, whether it's the calculus, the physics, the accounting, or any of the other courses that were mentioned on the letter or on the PowerPoint slide. Okay, some important things to remember. This is a chance for you to enroll in a college course. So there is no such thing as a Running Start course. I think Kathy mentioned that earlier. Please, when you're talking to your colleges, refer to your course as a New Hampshire Community Technical College course, okay? Because that's what's going to show up on your college transcript. It doesn't say Running Start. It doesn't say Londonderry High School. It's the same transcript we give everybody else. And also know the name of your college course, okay? Enrolling in the college course is optional, but you may not enroll retroactively. So if you choose not to enroll, that's fine. You just get your high school credit, as Kathy mentioned earlier. But please don't contact us later on in the year and say, wow, I'm doing really great in this class. I really wished I had registered. I just took everything out of my backpack. It's going to be too late. You have approximately 2 weeks to make a decision about this, all right? And even after you've graduated from Londonderry High School, you can't contact us and see if you can get the credit retroactively. It's just not permitted by the college. Another thing to remember is college coursework is demanding. It will require work and persistence on your part, but it's worth it. This will help prepare you for college. Many students that have taken these courses have thanked us and have said, this really got me ready for college. I feel like I can do college work and be successful at it. Another reminder is the check must be payable to NHCTC, so please don't make checks out to Londonderry High School, all right, because then we'll have to return the check. Checks must be made out to the college. A few more things to remember. Enrolling in the college course does not guarantee a passing grade. Just because you enroll doesn't mean we're going to give you an A, B, or C. You have to work for that grade, and if you don't show up for class, you don't do the assignments, you may end up by getting a failing grade, just like at college, all right? If you do happen to leave the course for any reason, such as you need to move away, you know, your family is moving to another state, you must officially drop the course or you will receive an AF, which stands for administrative failure. You don't want that AF on your transcript. So we have drop forms at the college. All colleges have drop forms. So if for any reason you are going to be dropping the course at least a month before the course ends, please contact your teacher and the Running Start coordinators. We will try to get a drop form to you right away. They are available online on our website. I know Kathy gives a handbook to all of her students for the Cisco classes and the hardware repair. You'll find a drop form in the booklet. And we also have the drop form available to the Manchester students as well. Okay, it rarely happens, but it is another piece of paperwork that you have to be aware of. Okay, you want to get a W though. The W is what you're aiming for if you need to drop the class. There are 7 community colleges in New Hampshire. We are known as a community college system of New Hampshire, but you know we are made up of 7 independent colleges, so you do need to know where your credits are. So for those students who are taking Project Lead the Way and other classes, just remember that. And if you do have any questions, please contact the appropriate Running Start coordinator. On the back side of the brochure that you all received, you'll find 7 campuses. There's a Running Start coordinator at each campus. Kathy's at the Stratham campus. Her email address is listed as well as her phone number. And I am at the Manchester campus. We welcome your questions. And please, if anything is not clear to you, contact us. We'll help get the answers that you need. Another thing I might point out is that students in these classes all do the same work. So if you're in the calculus and you do choose to register for the college credit, you will not be expected to do anything extra above and beyond what everybody else is required in the class. So we will not be administering a special college exam. We will not be expecting you to do a special project, that kind of thing, okay? So everybody does the same college work. Another point to think about is you're not being committed to coming to the community college, and you're not committed to going into a particular program. So if you sign up for the accounting, it doesn't mean you have to be an accounting major or a business major, all right? It just doesn't mean that. Again, the same for calculus. Doesn't mean you have to go into math, all right? Kathy, can you think of anything else that we might not have mentioned?
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions?
I will also mention one thing too. For those students that register through the Manchester campus, you are welcome to come over to our campus and check out our fitness center, check out our career center. You can take workshops. They are offered at different times of the year. Come and take a tour. Okay, we are your community college. We are a resource to you, and we welcome you to come and visit us. Okay. Any other questions from anybody about anything? Well, we wish you much success in your classes. My thanks and to the teachers that are involved in the program. They had to go through quite a bit of work to get their classes approved. They are the key to the program. Without them, we could not offer Running Start. They are required to submit certain paperwork, and they will be doing your grades and some short evaluations toward the end of the year. So we really appreciate their support. Again, they are the ones that make this program possible to all of you. Okay? All righty. Well, I don't have anything else to say. I just, again, wish you much success in your classes. And by the way, as far as colleges go, check out college websites. I know the list that is in the brochure is pretty impressive. But with 3,000 colleges in this country, there probably are a number of colleges you might be interested in attending. Colleges should have websites with transfer credit information. Check them out, find out what their policy is. Most will ask you to provide an official college transcript, which we will give you. And you do need a certain grade, which is usually C or higher, and it needs to be a course taken through an accredited institution. We are accredited through the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. Okay? Alrighty, so do that research now. We've got 2 weeks, and you may get some very helpful information that may help you make that decision. Again, no guarantees. But we've had a very good success rate with many colleges throughout the United States and in Canada as well. All right? Well, thank you again. I think we'll finish up here, and good luck with your classes.